Well, good morning, everybody, family, friends. I love you all. I'm so happy this morning. I got up. I thought it was morning. I thought the sun was coming up, and it was actually the moon. So I ended up going back to bed a little bit, and I'm up now again. I'm headed up north. I've got a half a tank of fuel. How am I going to get there on a half a tank? I'm not sure, but I'm doing it. And I owe a lot of you a little bit of a report, and so I'm going to go ahead and put this on YouTube. And I know that's public, but a lot of you may watch my channel and wonder, what's Steve up to? What's he doing? Well, we got the boat taken care of. Mission boat is legal, and it's okay. I don't know what else to say. It's waiting for the right person to do stuff with it. You know, it's just sitting there. When I'm around, it's an awesome platform to meet people, to talk about. It's you know, it's the opening part of a topic when you talk to someone. Jesus was what we call friendship ministry oriented. He made friends with people. He desired their good, what was good for them, and they knew it. They discovered that in a conversation not too long. So when I talk about boats, if someone doesn't like boats, I don't continue on that topic. But you know, a lot of people, I'm turning up the heater here because it's getting chilly. A lot of people, especially in Hawaii, and people coming from different areas, like to go out on a boat. So update on the boat, it's there. My mother is not doing well, and I know it's been like that for a long time, but a lot of times, just for example, my friend Dennis, his mom was on her deathbed, dying, and they said, you know, better come over quick, she's not going to last long. He came over, took care of her for 7 years, and she died. So my mother took a turn for the worst at 80 when she's quit work. She had a total hip replacement. She fell, broke her back in 2 places. Didn't fall. Got slapped by a boat, you know, from a boating accident. Basically, it wasn't anyone's fault on the boat that she was on. It was other boats going by that made a big wave. So she had an injury, a freak accident. Fell over, broke her shoulder. Just had a bunch of bone injuries, fractures, disc ruptures, and became bedbound and unable to walk. So yeah, it's been a challenge. My wife cannot take care of her alone. We need 2 people to be able to lift my mom. So I'm over here helping my wife lift my mom right now, going up to the property alone and working, I should say, going up to the farm. We're, you know, working with a farm to plant garden and stuff like that. And we have had no resources. My bank accounts, my mom's is minus, mine's 0. I got 2 pennies, I think, in our savings. Maybe it's our checking. We got 2 pennies in something. Looks kind of weird to have 0.02. And why am I talking about this? Well, why am I talking about anything? Because I got people out there who are my friends who have helped in the past, and they're continuing to help, and they wonder, you know, what's going on? Where are we at with the projects we're working on, the farming, the missionary efforts in the Philippines and stuff? So I'm going to try my best here as I drive along. I got some pain in my throat. I don't know what's going on there. I got some lemon juice here. I've been squirting this in my mouth a little bit. See, just one of these things. It's real convenient when you're traveling. I praise the Lord for this truck. It was a miracle. I mean, we've had some miracles happen For example, I'm just texting. I got up, I was having a difficult morning. All the trucks broke down. I couldn't get up the hill with our Toyota. I made it out, but I knew that if I went back down, I wouldn't be able to get out because I barely made it. Jumping like this, the wheels spinning. So I thought, I can't go back down. I need a quad or some little vehicle. How am I going to work on this property? I wasn't going to ask for money. That wasn't my intention. This person, I didn't expect them to even have any money. They're not someone with money. And I don't even think that I don't really know. I don't think they even did have money. I just know that somehow, in some way, when I shared, some money went into my account at that moment when I was talking to them from the person. It's like they were talking to me and they sent money while they were talking to me, and I'm like, what? I mean, what do you say? Like, thank you? It's kind of, it's a big deal. You know, it touches your heart. You feel, especially when they've helped in the past and you owe them, you know, and you're struggling. Well, I see that we are living at a time when there could be a change in the way we know things, the way things are happening right now. I think there can be a definite change. There's a policeman over there, and I'm going to slow down. Make sure I'm not going too fast. They're pulled over another car anyway. They're busy. I don't speed, but this new truck, and it's red, I like to be invisible. So I've been busy, really busy, and when this money went in, I thought, what on earth am I how am I going to, it was clear that it was not for me, it was for a ministry purpose. It wasn't like for me to enrich myself or to go on a shopping spree or anything like that. It wasn't my income, it wasn't my money, but I knew that God was going to hold me accountable for that. And how was I? So the first thing I'm thinking about Patrick, I'm thinking about our 74-year-old friend that's retired pastor that never got hired after going to PUC and getting his degree in theology. Like, he thinks he doesn't have the right look. He's a handsome guy, man. This guy is really nice. Sorry about the bumping. I don't know what's going on here. It's just the way it is. I don't know. This phone should have anti-bump. Man, I don't know. Maybe it'll look different, but it's really jumping around. Sorry if it is. This is iPhone 16. That is weird. I've done this before and it didn't bounce like that, so let me try moving this over a little bit. Okay, well, maybe it'll fix itself somehow. I was gonna go get a quad, or it wasn't a lot of money, okay? It just was enough that I could put a down payment on something or buy something. Well, buy something. I didn't plan on making a down payment, but that's what ended up happening as God led us to, I believe, led me to this truck. I was by myself. I went to different towns, Corning, Chico, Red Bluff. Found this Ford F-150, and it has been an absolute miracle. And so different people have said, "Is that your truck, Steve, in the YouTube videos?" Well, it's God's. I mean, I guess you could say it's ours. It's the ministry's. It's the vehicle God provided us with to drive. It ended up being the most biggest blessing. We were able to haul things, move back and forth. It's economical. It's big enough we can haul big things. We can move things around. We can pull logs. It's just absolutely wonderful. I say wonderful. The modern things in it, like the Bluetooth and the music, the SD card, the USB, has all that capabilities right here. Even has 110 outlets. So praise the Lord, we have this wonderful vehicle. We're able to drive and I'm able to get stuff done. There was a fund made available to start working on our meeting place, our gathering place. You want to call it a church, you can call it a church. It's not like a building, but it will have places to sit. It'll have flat areas to put chairs. It'll actually have benches between trees, and it'll also have a stage platform, which I've estimated is going to be around $2,000. So just in your mind, imagine what kind of a building that would be. It's a platform. It's open on one side. They can close with tarp to keep the piano dry. It has a roof over it, and we are working on that now. And I feel bad because I haven't been able to really put a video together to update people when you're working all the time. And the night before last, I sat up all night waiting for Captain Dan. Captain Dan is here. I mean, Yang came in from Thailand. He was volunteering and working with us for several weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. His family missed him back in Kansas and said they hadn't seen him in a long time, 7 months or something. So he decided to go there. So my goal was try to pick up Captain Dan and get Yang off to see his family, and ended up that I drove him clear to Sacramento Airport. Captain Dan, I waited all night and half the next day, and he didn't show up because the bus broke down. So that was quite a challenging situation. And I want to make this kind of short, and hopefully it'll upload. I'll have some good connections. But I will be updating you guys soon. We're working on stuff. Some of this stuff is pretty classified. I mean, this is kind of stuff that you don't want everybody to know. It's not like we're breaking any laws or infringing on any government code, non-compliance sort of things. We're actually my conscience dealing with the government in the past. I want to be, up to code, completely legal. That way, if anyone is jealous and tries to get us in trouble, then I can just say, hey, these are the facts, this is the truth, and lay it out. Because we're living in a time that, times are going to be getting harder, and we're living in a time where the devil is going to and fro on this earth and trying to create problems, and the more people know, the more problems seem to happen. So I think that's where I'd like to end this with my YouTube, with this particular video. If you don't see a lot of YouTube and updates on what's going on, it's not because I don't want to tell you everything. It's because I don't want to make problems for, our family. I've got a very precious wife, a very precious little girl, a precious mother, and they're all dependent on me. They can't drive, and they need me, and I'm trying my very best to be a faithful, hardworking, father, husband, son, and there's people out there that are jealous of that. I've got friends who have never been married, never had children, and they're depressed, and I'm just asking, please, if you're someone, this didn't just happen to me. It happened to me in a way that I feel very unworthy, and some people say I'm lucky. It's not that I'm lucky, it's I'm blessed, and I dedicate my life to God. It's not that I'm super good, definitely not that. I'm just being diligent, and that's what I need to put down on my YouTube, what I'm trying to put down. For example, right now I'm going to pull off at a carpet store and get some old used carpeting I can put down around the spa and stuff. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Currently in Northern California, taking care of my mother. People say, what do you do? Well, I take care of my mother. That's what I do. And try to do a little farming. Try to grow some tomatoes and some okra and some planting some fig trees. Trying to develop my character so that I can be like Jesus. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.